Tunnel vision, tunnel vision. Work drinks, heartbreak, you can't face the past, a dark place, can't sleep, can't wait. Sitting in our boxes, notching up our victories as other people's losses. Life's a waiting game. When are we going to see that life is happening and every single body bleeding on its knees is an abomination and every single natural being is making communication because we are just sparks, tiny little parts of a much bigger constellation, minuscule molecules that make up one body.
Coronavirus briefing.
Due to coronavirus.
The coronavirus.
The spread of the coronavirus.
Good evening. The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades, and this country is not alone. All over the world, we're seeing the devastating impact of this invisible killer. From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. That is why people will only be allowed to leave their home for the following very limited purposes. Shopping for basic necessities as infrequently as possible. One form of exercise a day, for example, a run, walk or cycle, alone or with members of your household. Any medical need to provide care or to help a vulnerable person. And travelling to and from work, but only where this is absolutely necessary and cannot be done from home. That's all.
I don't like that angle. Ah! Okay, so this is day 1 of lockdown. It's day 1.
Today is day 1.
It's day 3 of
Day 4.
day 10.
Day number 17.
Day 25
Is day 45 of
day 50.
day 50.
Day 50.
Hi, my name is Helen Josbury. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Telford. I'm a student paediatric nurse and I'm also a healthcare assistant within A&E in Telford.
Hi, my name is Haydee, Haydee Torres, Torres. I'm 51 and I'm from New York City, Bronx, New York. I am isolating with my husband Angel and my son Alec. I'm also a technician at the Metropolitan Hospital in Manhattan in the ophthalmology clinic.
Hi, my name is Kirsty. I'm 26 years of age. I'm a clinical pharmacist at our local hospital and I'm isolating at home, which is just outside Ballymoney in Northern Ireland, with my husband.
Hello, my name's Fatula. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Brighton, originally from Azerbaijan. Currently off work during the pandemic and I'm self-isolating with my fiance Mia.
Hello, my name is Matthew. I'm 21. At the moment I'm in Essex, isolating with Amber, my girlfriend, my parents, and occasionally my niece and nephew.
Hi, my name is Sharon Riley. I am 42 years of age. I'm from Slough-Manus in Northern Ireland, where I'm isolating with my family, and I am a library manager.
First reaction to the outbreak of the virus, the coronavirus, was surprised and then worried and then scared, especially for my family and friends.
I was quite dismissive at first to begin with, if I'm honest.
Media first started talking about coronavirus, I probably thought that it was just your average flu. I didn't realise just how many people it would affect and how many people would die.
My first reaction to the outbreak was, I guess, a sense of disbelief. I didn't think it would go to the extent that it would.
When it first broke out, I didn't know how serious it would be. I assumed it would be probably the same as the 2003 outbreak.
Initially, I probably thought that it was someone making a mountain out of a molehill. But as time went on, I realised just how serious it was. There was more coverage on the news, it was very negative.
Probably when my sister told me how many people were dying in Basildon Hospital. That's when that situation hit me. When you hear such a personal story, it sort of hits home more.
I only really realised how serious it was when it hit Northern Ireland. And working in the hospital, you know, they were telling us, look at Italy's death rates, we're only a few weeks behind, we're not far off Italy. That's when I started to get a bit scared.
OK, let's stay in Italy. It's still the worst affected country in Europe, now has more than 35,000 confirmed cases and nearly 3,000 deaths. Today, it's reported 475 new deaths, which is the highest one-day toll of any nation.
When it hit work quite heavily and 100% of our suspected patients coming in with symptoms of COVID were coming back positive.
I realised the situation was serious back in March when death tolls were rising and a lockdown took place in New York City.
When we had to isolate ourselves and help other people as well, I've realised that it would affect our jobs and our livelihoods.
What's been keeping me occupied is work. I'm a healthcare worker, so I'm still going to work. And when I'm home, I took up painting.
As the bored and the isolated recreate the old masters themselves in real life, using only what they already own.
Obviously, being a student nurse as well, had a lot of work still to carry on with, so that's been quite a positive thing almost. It's kept my mind busy.
We actually live on a farm, so we have definitely been kept busy throughout this time, whether it's lambing sheep, feeding them, keeping the ground right, fencing.
Well, that's a really simple answer. Uni work, pretty much. Almost subtly trying to catch up with uni work, mostly because it's taken so long to adjust and adapting to working at home.
Just trying to keep the mind active and enjoy this beautiful weather that we've been blessed with, because honestly, how much worse would this be if it was raining all the time?
Spending time with Mia and going on walks and actually doing stuff together, it's keeping me occupied at the moment.
One of the struggles that I have faced is actually adapting to shopping life. Sanitising your trolleys before you use them, queuing for supermarkets and shops. It's the one-way systems in supermarkets.
Please remain 2 meters apart. That's about 2 trolleys between you. To avoid overcrowding, please keep to 1 adult per shopping trip.
You can't get away from the same 4 walls you're used to seeing. I feel more fortunate, but it's still really, really tough.
The biggest struggle that I've been having during the lockdown is it's not really keeping busy. It's not being able to be with my family and friends as usual because I love being with them. Not knowing and then finding out that a lot of my patients have passed away.
Begin tonight with a disturbing milestone in this coronavirus pandemic. The death toll in this country surpassing 20,000. That includes more than 2,000 lives lost in the last 24 hours.
The biggest struggle during lockdown is definitely not being able to see your friends and family.
Social distancing. It means no coming into contact with people unless you need to. So no more visitors at your house, visiting other people's houses, going to restaurants, parties, pubs, clubs, sporting events.
And not keeping busy as much as I would want to outside the house, not making any money.
First up, just your sense of how many people across this economy may have lost jobs, probably largely casual labourers at this stage, but enormous numbers, I get the sense, even in just the last 10 days.
Well, from a farming perspective, I would like people to buy more local and not rely on trade.
That's such a complicated question. I wish I could see into the future and see what would happen. I don't think it would be the same again. I think there are a lot of changes and I think people will expect things to be different. I think it's a great sense and moment of reflection on what we had before and what we could do in the future.
People will take their hygiene more seriously, have a lot more compassion towards each other.
I hope that we come out of this appreciating the small things in life, like appreciating being able to see your family and how much they mean to you. You know, how great it is to be able to go out and do things with your friends, just to have that freedom back again.
Do I think the world will ever be the same again? I don't believe so. I believe life as we know it has changed forever. Our connection with people will become less physical, which I find depressing because I love to hug and kiss and dance. But I think people will also realize to cherish the little things. And nature has been thriving, so let's see what life has in store for us.
I realise how lucky we are, because I really believe we're so lucky for the simple thing, the care and the understanding that's being given to people, especially people in these sort of jobs that have had to carry on no matter what, because we're getting a lot of praise at work. But this sort of praise that we're getting at work is from some people that used to abuse us. So I really hope that this is something that people carry through and take a moment to consider that they don't understand how hard someone's job can be, someone's life can be. Just take a minute and think about what you're saying to someone before you say it, and just be more compassionate to people.
It's been a long time since I've seen those faces, from together every day to different places. Video call will just have to do for now. We talk about where we'd be and all our plans, working out and keeping fit to program plans. And when we're finished, we'll have a healthy snack.
Yum.
So sit back down where you belong, in the corner of the lounge with the TV on. Sit right down on the couch, but please, you better stay 2 meters apart from me. Something about this time, and something about a clear blue sky, it just shits on my day. And something about just saving a life. So do the world a favor and please stay inside. Prison once a week with a glass of gin. Is it true what they say? Does it make you sin? It sure does affect some worse than others.
Amber, you're on mute!
There isn't anything to watch on TV. I have no energy to finish my degree. I think I got a vitamin D deficiency.
I'm a hypochondriac.
So sit right down where you belong, in the corner of the lounge with the TV on. Sit right down on the couch, but please, won't you stay 2 meters apart from me? Something about this time. Something about a clear blue sky, it just shits on my day.
This does not happen.
And something about just saving a life. So do the world a favor and please stay inside.